So I can't bring the alternatives for paint now. You're still rusty. That's the rules.
To be fair, we do a lot of rusty cars. I mean, there's two classic examples just here. They need this. So all we do rust, we do paint first, then we get the cars back on the road so we can use them. And we do everything right.
Is worth every penny, but it must be quite hard to weigh up what it costs to restore it and what the car's worth. Is that right?
Well, we've just done a Mitsubishi Evo 8 at the moment. It's a 2003 plate, and it looks really nice. It looks like a show car, like any car around here. And then we've got it on the rock. Rear chassis legs were shocked. This sills performing on the floor pan was rusty. And we managed to repair it, but it kind of sometimes outweighs the value of the car, which is the sad thing about it. But people love the cars.
That car is
That's just salesman right there.
I mean, there's a lot of cars here that I'm sure you guys will spend an absolute fortune on. But you have eyes that smile to your face. These crackers, you do it a lot of the time all over the world.
And you look at that, because the problem is when you lease a car nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you buy a car for like 30 grand, you pay £600 a month, but at the end of the 4 years, you'd have something you're physically own. Nowadays, you buy a car or you lease a car for 3 years, it's the same amount of money, and at the end of the 3 years, you don't have anything to show for it.
It's very hard to put the amount on a project, because like I said just you don't know the true extent of what needs to be done to the car until you start finding the issues. I mean, how do you sort of get the customers coming down? Do you sort of say, are there sort of limits to how you restore a car? Does it want show standard, complete restoration?
We do try to tell a lot of people you do have to, in the end, you have to have a vision of where you want your car to be. We can then tell them how to bed,
You get halfway through and they're like, oh, that's the
People love building.
My Mac 1 Mustang I bought completely fire damaged. One brake pipe was damaged when we tried to take the master cylinder off. I replaced the brake pipe and now I've got no brakes at all. I've got no air in the system, I've got no brake pedals. I bought a brand new master cylinder, bolted it in, and now I've got brake fluid leaking out through my master and my servo, right? And it's a brand new master cylinder, so like I'm completely stuffed.
Or is that just your decision to buy the most ridiculous vehicles you can find with the intention of moving things?
Yes. Considering how bad that was, I mean, it would never be a restoration up to your standard, but probably about 4 months worth of work in that. It's a lot of work for 4 months. You know, we made the radiator brackets, full exhaust system, everything. We've just been very
So this is where the sort of the price of your level of builds sort of gets lost in translation. So when people get confused about the price of a restoration, it's because they're using hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, it takes for you guys to get the cars.
I think the biggest thing about it is well, just me. I've got 30 years worth of just restoring Tesla. And I pass that on to Ryan. Now, when we look at a job, we put out all the builds out, we churn out one a week. So that's a lot of builds. So when we look at the section, I automatically already know what we're going to do. So how we're going to approach it. So when we make that next, it's a lot quicker. It's a little bit slower. So instead of something taking I would say months to do, it actually takes us a week. But that's for anybody else. Come back, you had all running down inside.
30 years in business. 30 years in business, I'm pretty sure you've had some horror stories.
Horrendous.
So have you had a car that's rolled into your garage before and you've gone, we should not have started this?
We're actually doing one. It's called the Disaster Datsun. If you see that car, there's nothing left of it.
Don't tell Chiro.
It's not
joking, I'm joking.
Actually, Chiro's SEMA build that we're doing.
It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, this car is a Datsun 260Z. It's going to have gull-wing doors, Liberty kit, and a massive engine. So this car is beautiful.
Yeah, that's the SEMA 2026 build.
26,
That's separate to our disaster Datsun, which was an absolute disaster. And I set fire to the car accidentally because the sills
Was it an accident or was it just going to your own trip?
Oh yeah.
It's going to be so much easier without the interior in this
A lot
car.
of people don't say that, to be fair, but the sills,
and paper and all
yeah,
sorts of
the
stuff,
sills were stuffed with newspaper from like 1980, whatever it was. It was crazy. We ended up setting fire to the car, yeah.
Wow. Excuse me, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, sorry to bother you. Your car needed restoration. It now needs scrapping.
I think in the last probably 2 years we have come across 2 cars where we basically said one was a Mazda MX-5 and one was an old classic Datsun, and where we basically said, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to spend £25,000 to get that £6,000 worth of car back on the road. But it's only 2 occasions, So nearly everything that you want to restore can be restored. And if you watch our videos, you'll see we show you how to do it. We're not showing you how we've done it. We show you how you can do it.
I love that.
Have you got any advice for people out there? If you're willing to try and attempt a project by yourself,
Do it.
where do you start with a build?
Well, the good thing is we use basic tools that you can get from eBay.
Yeah, nothing
You
special.
know, hammers, dollies, trickle stretchers. You spend 300 quid to get just about everything, and we show people how to restore even a Mazda Cosmo, which is one of 1,000 ever made.
All restored with basic tools.
An ultra rare car, all with basic tools that people could do. And like I say, we're going to show some people and stuff like saying, you've taught me how to do this, I've restored this, because they're showing me pictures on the phone and saying, this is because of you. And it's absolutely crazy. And we're showing different techniques on how to do things, because every car is different, but it's the same
It
concept.
must be a great feeling having people come up to you and not just appreciate the cars that you built, but also to come up to you and say, "You've actually inspired, taught me. I'm
That
doing
is
my car."
really satisfying.
Yeah.
It's nice also when, YouTube has given us the opportunity to work on some really special cars. I mean, we've got a Ferrari F40 in the moment. I mean, this was released in Petrol Ednism. This is Rattaros's car, Ferrari F40, beautiful thing. Now, I wouldn't have been able to work on that car if it wasn't for YouTube and everybody watching. And we've done that by showing people how to do it themselves.
But the funny thing is, when you guys came onto the map, what was that, about 2 years ago roughly, right?
Well, we've been YouTubing for about four years.
But only on the Petrol Ednism scene.
This Petrol Ednism
So when I came on, there was a few people chatting. It's like, look, they've taken on Shmi's car, they've taken on Matt's car, they've taken on this, they've taken on that, but we've never seen a finished car from these guys. So, you know, do they finish cars? Or do they quality? And then ever since we started delivering your quality, people are like, oh my god, get in. But then it's you know, you've got to believe in you guys, you try and get it in. Certain build on a different car over the course of 8 days, and that will be unveiled at Wheeler Dealer Live. So that's going to be pretty cool with my brewer. That's going to be special. So yeah, we'll have a few beers one night if you want and have some fun. But the whole idea being is I'm now a full-time content creator. I've just nearly hit 70,000 subs. But I've got 4 videos that are being edited at the moment, and I'm finding that,
we know that feeling.
oh my god, the editing for these videos, because I sat down with Tavarish for, what was it, like 17 hours and edited 20 minutes of video, I now realise how important the edit is.
Editing is, yeah.
Because before I'd be like, smash, that's good, start, middle, finish, put it out, start, middle, finish. Freddie spent 2.5 hours on 1 minute intro on my video, and he's like, still not good enough, let's keep going. Gave me anxiety.
That, I don't think people kind of like appreciate how much work. I mean, Ryan does absolutely power through videos. He gets 2 done a week. He can chuck one out in about 2 days. It takes me 4 days to edit one 30-minute video. Just one. I mean, I'm doing the close first one at the moment. Like I say, it's taking 2 days. I'm halfway through it.
Because being like new into this content creators world, I do know the struggle massively. But what I think what also helps, and I think this is what you guys do brilliantly, is structuring the video, scripting the video. So before going out and trying to film something, my first videos, it took me about 3 weeks to edit because they were all over the place. I was trying to make it make sense.
Yeah,
Going in with
that.
Yeah, so going in with a plan, and this is why I love watching you guys, because you can tell there's such thought. You're not just doing the build, you're planning it through. Like you do it fantastic, but you're just
the problem we have, right?
You're just Sam.
When we put a video together before I hung out with Freddie and really learned some stuff, we put a video out that's factual, start, middle, finish, tango, bang. You know, we did this, took an engine out, whatever we did, right? When I sat with Freddie, he's like, forget that, Sam. From now on, you're doing a 1 hour